what would happen if you put your blood, sweat, and tears into building a water feature and it didn't hold water from day one? Perhaps you did exactly that and you're wondering if you're gonna have to search for the needle in the haystack to try to find this leak and potentially start over. Well, what if I told you there could be an easier way before you start ripping stuff out? In this video, we are gonna take you through this homeowner's journey. This is the rescue of a DIY pond, and you're going to learn exactly the troubleshooting steps that we follow here at Modern Design Aquascaping that could potentially save you thousands of dollars or at least help you pinpoint your problem without having to lift a single stone. Well, first off, I have to respect the massive amount of work and effort that goes into building the pond that you guys are looking at. So this was an absolute crazy feat of accomplishment for this homeowner. Massive hole that they dug. They didn't use any machines on this thing. But as great as it all seems, as great as it looks, this thing has literally leaked since the very first day. So one of the biggest frustrations from them was exactly that. They have to literally fill this thing up on a daily basis. They've been doing it for the last 5 years. They've got super high water bills, and even in the wintertime, they're rolling out a frozen hose. They're filling this thing up. It's losing multiple inches per day, and there is a constant fear that something bad is gonna happen to these fish. So what we found were holes in the liner in front of the skimmer box that were factory installed literally from day one. Whoever was installing the skimmer, they had a couple sets of hands that were helping them, but sometimes when you've got help in the backyard and they're helping you do this kind of stuff, they're not as concerned as you are about your ultimate goal for your water feature. They don't know how delicate these things could potentially be when done improperly and how hard it is to actually find what is wrong after there's been a caused problem. So outside of the holes in the liner, we actually found holes that were drilled through the front of the skimmer box outside of the faceplate seal. I won't go into crazy details on that, but that was causing this to seriously be an issue from day one. So not only does it warrant putting a new liner in there, it warrants putting in a new skimmer box as well. All right, so as I promised you guys, these are the troubleshooting steps that we follow here at Modern Design Aquascaping to make sure that without lifting a single stone, we know where we need to allocate our energy in order to repair a leaking water feature. So step one, this is where we are going to fill the water feature up, and we are going to turn the water feature off. We're gonna make sure it's completely full, and we're gonna turn the pump off. We're gonna set a 12-hour timer, and we are going to mark where the water level is to see how much water we lost. So if you fill the water feature up, it's turned off, you mark your water level, and you come back 12 hours later and it's dropped 2 inches, then realistically we know it's either in the holding tank if this is a pond, this waterfall, or a fountain, or it's the pond itself that is leaking that 2 inches, and that's gonna be at least where the issue is. So if the reservoir holds water, if the pond holds water, whatever it may be, if you do that static test without the pump running and you don't have any water loss, then this is gonna tell us that it's either in the waterfall or in our plumbing line, depending on which feature you have. So the next step in this process would actually be to install a temporary plumbing line connected to your pump. So what this is gonna tell us is if we put this plumbing line across the top of the ground and it's in that top pool, and all of a sudden there's no more water loss, the issue is in your plumbing line because it's bypassed. There's no more leak happening. The pond held water or reservoir. The stream held water when bypassing your plumbing. So that it tells us right then, the plumbing is the issue. But going back, let's say the pond held water or reservoir. The waterfall is still leaking after bypassing with the temporary plumbing line. This only leaves one thing left. There is a problem in the waterfall or in the stream area. So that's when it gets tough because you really, you're gonna start pulling up rocks and looking for stuff. That's the needle in the haystack search, but at least you didn't rip out your pond. At least you didn't undig your plumbing. You followed the proper troubleshooting steps to tell you where you need to allocate your energy in order to not waste a bunch of time tearing stuff up you shouldn't have to tear up. You did the proper troubleshooting on your end to make an informed decision, and that is why we are making this video today. So if your pond won't hold water, your reservoir won't hold water, hopefully you follow these troubleshooting steps and you at least get to a point where you know exactly where to start, wasting minimal amount of energy and minimal amount of effort. If you don't want to go through these troubleshooting steps, give us a call here at Modern Design Aquascaping. We do it all the time, and we would absolutely love to help you get back to enjoying your water feature instead of filling it.